Flight information regions are delineated to cover the whole of the air route structure to be served by such, and the boundaries are normally agreed by common consent between two adjacent states. The FIR is to include all airspace within its lateral limits, except as limited by an Upper Flight Information Region, UIR. A state with extensive land mass or special air traffic requirements can organise its airspace to include more than one FIR, multiple FIRs, the boundaries between which are not necessarily international FIR boundaries. Control areas, CTAs, including all airways and terminal control areas, are set up to contain all the airspace required for the flight paths of IFR flights, for which an ATC service is required, taking into account the type of navigation aids normally used in that area. They are usually established in the vicinity of major aerodromes and at the confluence of airways. Linking corridors are also control areas. On charts, the lower limit of a CTA is expressed either as an altitude or flight level. However, this altitude or flight level must guarantee a minimum height of 200 meters. That is, 700 feet above ground level. ICAO recommends that, if this is more than 3,000 feet above mean sea level, the lower limit should be coincident with the VFR cruising level. The upper limit should also be an altitude or flight level coincident with the VFR cruising level. This time, however, it is not a recommended practice, but a standard. Airways, CTAs in the UK's lower airspace, have an upper limit of flight level 245, compliant with this ICAO standard. Control zones, CTRs, are established in the vicinity of aerodromes to provide ATC to arriving and departing controlled traffic. Within the control zone, the ATC service is provided by approach controllers and is a mandatory service. Upper information regions, or upper control areas, are pieces of airspace within which ATC is provided to controlled flights, which are en route over a state's airspace. The purpose of this airspace is to allow transiting air traffic to flow without having to separate it from traffic at lower levels, manoeuvring to join airways or climbing and descending to and from aerodromes. An Area Control Centre, ACC, is identified by the name of a nearby town or city or a geographic feature. A CTR, CTA or FIR is identified by the name of the unit having jurisdiction over the airspace.